see if this is working. It should be working. I'm not sure if it is. Here it is. Yeah, I've got an update on the Remington bankruptcy and the companies and brands that they're basically selling off. They did an auction type setup where someone set up a bid and they either accepted the bid or they went to the next highest bidder or whatnot. And what I just want to go over what was going on because while I've got it scheduled, I don't think I'm going to do hit or miss tonight because of the politics that's going on right now with the the debate tonight. I may watch the debate instead, or I may just I don't know if Never Enough Ammo is doing his debate commentary, but I might join in on that. I'm letting everyone know right now because I'm probably going to remove the placeholder video I've got there. But I wanted to go over this because this is super important. I wanted to go over this over anything else right now. So, all right. So, what's going on? They had a bidding process for the sale of most of the assets of Remington Outdoor, Inc. The bidding process is complete. The debtors, Remington, have selected the successful bidders for each asset or asset bundle, along with backup bidders. And you can, there's a court filing. I'm going to link you about this. So be prepared. Here's the court filing for anyone that wants to see just the nitty gritty, lawyer legalese. But overall, some of it is good and some of it is bad. That's all I'm gonna say. So, we're gonna go over some of this. All right. The bankruptcy court still needs to approve the successful bids, but the winners are as follows: Vista Outdoor Inc. Remind me again, who do they own? I think they own a couple businesses. So I think everyone knows who Vista Outdoors is. They own Bushnell. They own Tasco. They own Hops. Who else? They own Uncle Mike's. They own Blazer and CCI and Federal and Spear. Who else do they own? And yes, I mean all these gun companies. Yes. They also own the Independence Ammo Company. So they and American Eagle. So among some of their brands. Okay, because they're basically the way it goes is you have a large holding company, and then you have subsidiary companies underneath, and we all know about this. It's all business and politics and whatnot. Well, primarily just business on this point, but that's who they are. They own all those companies. All those companies are part of Vista Outdoors Inc. And they got the successful bid on the Lanoke ammunition business that Remington owned. It's not the Remington ammunition business, just the Lanoke ammunition business. I don't know if anyone knows about Lanoke, but there you go. Actually, that might be the Remington. Actually, I take that back. That might actually be the Remington ammunition plant. So they got that. So they got the Lanoke ammunition business. So I guess that is the Remington business, the Remington ammunition business. So there you go. Round Hill Group LLC. I have no idea who they are. I have not been able to see who they own, but I'll do a quick check. Yeah, I don't know what brands they own. No idea. Anyways, as they were the successful bidder pursuant to the terms and asset purchase agreement attached here to as Exhibit C, and this is off of that PDF I linked, with respect to non-Marlin firearms business and Huntsman Holdings, LLC, and Century Arms, Inc. as the backup bidders thereto, pursuant to the terms of the asset purchase agreement. So I guess they're getting all the non-Marlin firearms business stuff. All right. Sierra Bullets, LLC, is a successful bidder pursuant to the terms of the asset of Barnes Ammunition Business and Barnes Acquisition, LLC, as the backup bidder there too. So I guess someone tried to buy the Barnes Ammunition business and they weren't able to. But Sierra Bullets got Barnes Ammunition. Here's an interesting one. Okay, everyone knows Sturm Ruger. So Ruger, Sturm Ruger and Company Inc. They're a successful bidder with respect to the Marlin firearms business. So that means that soon we may see Marlins coming out of Ruger, or Ruger branded Marlins. Who knows? So that's interesting to see. Now, here is some of the bigger news. Okay, the last three are the bigger news, because JJE Capital Holdings LLC, they originally put in a bid for like $65 million for the ammunition business, but they did not get the ammunition business because I think Vista Outdoor Inc. they bid like $81.5 million. I was looking this up on Fox Business on the amounts that are bidding for each asset. I might not be right on the numbers, so I might be off, but that's what Fox Business said, so blame them. But JJE Capital Holdings LLC is the owner of several companies, a couple of CNC companies here in South Carolina, one in Columbia, one in Somerville, South Carolina, and they also own a CNC business down over in Jacksonville, Florida, I believe. And basically, they also own all the PSA brands. All of them. So that's who JJE Capital Holdings LLC is. They're basically PSA, for lack of a better term. They're the parent company that owns PSA, but one of their board members is the founder of PSA. So it's all connected. Okay, but here is the big stuff. Okay. They are the successful bidder with respect to DPMS, Harrington and Richardson, Storm Lake, they're a barrel company, AAC. If you don't know who AAC is Advanced Armament Corporation. That's who they are. And Remington has owned this brand for since the 40s, but they pretty much phased all of it out. But also, the JJE got the brand Parker Brothers. Everyone knows who Parker Brothers or Parker is, right? That's who. That's the brands that they have bought. Now, the next two big ones are, everyone knows who Franklin Armory is. Everyone, we all know who Franklin Armory is, right? So, Franklin Armory got the Bushmaster rights. So apparently Bushmaster will now be made by Franklin Armory. Figure that one out. Now, some people might like this and some people might hate this, and they're like, Night Strike, why would you think that's big? I kind of do, because they were one of the major manufacturers of aftermarket stocks and not the greatest polymer magazines, but they made decent ones. And I mean decent as they were better than ProMag. But everyone knows who Sportsman Warehouse Inc. is. Sportsman Warehouse Inc. was the successful bidder with respects to the Tapco brand. So maybe Tapco's coming back too. They're doing I don't have the latest information on the hearing that's taking place today. I don't know what time the hearing is supposed to take place, but the hearing they're having a hearing today, of which to finalize and approve all of the winning bids. So when we get more information on that, that's that's what I will go and let everyone know. And yes, I know in some part of the country, some parts of the country right now, it's morning for you. For me, it is lunchtime. I just finished my lunch, but it's afternoon. It's noon here for me. So 12:21, but close enough. Anyways, yeah, who do we have out there hanging out with us? We've got Rollis Carvelis and Gun Library Garrett were hanging out with me earlier. Jacob Davis, 324. Uh, Jumpy Killer's out there. Ozzy Osbourne is out there. G23 is out there. Two Live Moo is looking. Jason Stewart's out there. Gun Loving Grandpa. Calaveras 32 Special. And DM Foss is out there. So hey guys, yeah, this is just an impromptu update on the Remington bankruptcy because I got some information on it and I just wanted to share what I knew and what was going on with it. So that's that's what I wanted to talk about tonight. Today, not tonight. This morning, afternoon, I guess. I don't know. This noon. There we go. They're moving out of the chat. Okay, on that note. No. Let's see. I did see something else on let's see. I did see another instance on okay. According to Fox Business, I think it was this today or this was yesterday. Okay, according to Fox Business, Remington Outdoor will be broken up and sold after a multi-day bankruptcy auction in which 7 different buyers won the bidding for parcels of the company's weapons and ammunition holdings. Sales of Remington ammunitions and weapon manufacturing businesses, the Remington brand and others will bring in at least $155 million to be applied against the company's debts. Let's see. You know. Okay, Vista Outdoors wins Remington ammunition. Who else? Now again, we know that Bushmaster was bought out from Franklin Armory, so I guess they're getting bigger. Let's see. Is there any more information? The biggest buy revealed so far is Vista Outdoor Inc.'s purchase of Remington's Lanoke ammunition business at $81.4 million. Okay, I was off by a point. Sierra Bullets Inc. of Missouri won the bidding on another part of Remington's ammunition business with a $30.5 million offer. Sturm Ruger Co. will get part of Remington's weapons business with a $30 million offer, while Roundhill Group LLC is paying $13 million for other elements of the firearms manufacturing operation. Okay. Again, it says JJE Capital Holdings is buying H&R, Parker, and several other firearms brands like DPMS, Storm Lake, and AAC. Sportsman Warehouse is getting TAPCO. We already talked about Franklin Armory, so no one cares. But yeah, I just wanted to look up the Fox Business article on this because they gave you some actual numbers, whereas the other one I was looking at didn't give actual numbers. They might have in the actual PDF, but I didn't see it. So let's see. Let me check the PDF. It's right here in front of me. So there's. Let's see. The almighty dollar sign. Oh, there's a lot of stuff in that PDF. So even if you don't read legalese, it's still probably a good read, just because it lists what kind of assets and whatnot they're auctioning off. They're auctioning off trademarks and brands and whatnot as well. So this is I hate to say it, but this is short of liquidation. This is pretty much liquidation right here. So yeah. Yep. Check out that PDF if you got time. That's some good information there. All right. Now, where were we? There's that. Can I close the other tab? I couldn't have. There it is. Jason Stewart says that nice strike. Have a great day. Thanks for the info. Yep. See you later. All right. Who else do we have out there? So I'll go through one more time. See if we have anybody new. Ohio 45 ACP is out there. Ghost Shadow jumped in to listen. Thanks for jumping in. Ozzy's out there. I know I probably said Ozzy before, but hey, bark at the moon. Carlos Carrera says, if Remington had just stuck to guns and ammo, this would not be happening. No, it wouldn't. But also, if Remington had just, moved all of their manufacturing and their factories from I don't know, states that don't appreciate their manufacturing. Like, let's put it this way: Remington was closed. Their factories were closed in New York because the governor of New York is anti-gun. Why the hell did you have factories in New York in the first place? They also have factories in Connecticut too. What do you need factories in states like that won't let you produce firearms or put restrictions on firearms you sell? It doesn't make sense to be in a state that doesn't appreciate the Second Amendment. I'm just going to go out there and say that right now. And if I owned a firearm business, and I'm not in the manufacturing business, but if I did, I sure as hell wouldn't have a factory in, New York. I wouldn't have a factory in Connecticut. I wouldn't have a factory anywhere I couldn't sell what I produced to the people in that state. I mean, yes, I'd like to be able to sell it and produce, products and sell them nationally too. Yes, that's great. But if you can't sell what you manufacture in state to the citizens of that state, it makes no sense to me. Just straight up. All right. So with that, I got on a little rant about that. I'm sorry, but it's all Roller Carvelis' fault. So with that, Ohio 45 ACP says, what about that big lawsuit? Imagine that lawsuit that the court said could go forward still sets the precedence for suing the manufacturers now. Well, no, not. They tried to stop this liquidation from happening, which means that lawsuit, the aim wasn't to close the business. Their aim was to get control of the business. From what it looks like, because they tried to stop the liquidation process in the bankruptcy. So to me, it looks like they weren't trying to really help the people of Sandy Hook or whatnot. They weren't really trying to get closure. What it was really they were trying to do is they were trying to get one big ass payout so they could take control of the Remington business and they could call the shots. That's what it looked like to me. Travis T, so Remington is officially dead. As we know it, yeah, probably. DM Foss says, if Remington had stuck to typewriters, this wouldn't have happened. Well, there's not a lot of demand for typewriters these days. So, Ghost Shadow says, at Night Strike, gun factories in anti-gun states is a really bad idea. Yes, that's exactly what I said. That is exactly what I said earlier. Why, if you are in the manufacturing business of firearms, why in the hell would you have a factory in New York? Why would you have one in Connecticut? Why would you have one, in any state you couldn't sell your firearms to? It didn't matter. What happened to the chapters? 1 to 10. As far as I know, there's only like 3 or 4 different types of bankruptcy. There's Chapter 11, there's Chapter 13, and there's Chapter 7. Okay. I think Chapter 11 is probably the worst. But I'm not going to go over all that. You got Google at your fingertips. You are more than welcome to look that up and go down that rabbit hole. I don't want to. Ghost Shadow says, at Night Strike, Alaska tried to get Winchester to build a factory. Winchester declined due to shipping. Alaska is too far away. Well, the problem it's not just the fact that Alaska is too far away. It's the problem that they can't, that, we don't have roads that we can drive straight to Alaska. That's the major issue. It's shipping, yes. But shipping is also being able to truck things in and out. And the problem is if you have to go through another country just to go into Alaska, it's not worth it because that country will confiscate whatever you have, even if you're going from point A to point B. So, guy that comments says, why would anyone make it 80% in anti-gun states? Nobody knows. Anyways, with that, if there aren't any more comments, I'm gonna cut this one short, and we're gonna skedaddle. Again, I don't know what's going on tonight. I don't know if I'll do hit or miss. I probably won't. I want to watch the debate. I want to see Biden get his. I want to see what happens on that with Biden and Trump. So we'll see what happens. With that, we'll see you guys later. DM Foss says Chapter 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, and 15. I've never heard Chapter 15. Are you just listing off bankruptcies? Okay, so there are 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 15. All right. But the most you hear of bankruptcies, the biggest ones, I would say, are Chapter 7, 11, and 13. So, there you go. Ghost Shadow says, at Night Strike, Canada allows shipping companies to move firearms through Canada. Yeah. For how long with Trudeau? Trudeau's pretty anti, so I wouldn't trust Canada for anything. All right. So with that, we'll see you guys later. Thanks for jumping in. Thanks for stopping by. And we'll see you later. Take it easy. I'm not doing shout out to be infringed. Remington just got infringed. And broken up, unfortunately. So with that, we'll see you guys later. How do I turn this off? What does this button do?